Two, three, go. Reverse them off. Hi and welcome to another Savage Seas Adventures. Today we're talking scallops, everything to do with scallops. We're going to look at the different ways that we catch them, and also at around 1 o'clock this afternoon, Pete's going to meet us on the beach to cook them 3 ways. I've got all the guys with us, let's go do it. Well, here we are, we have arrived at our destinations. Now the first way of catching scallops we're going to look at today is using scuba. We've got Scotty and Ashley all ready to go. Now we're in around about 12 to 16 metres of water. That's where the most scallops are found in the deep water. We don't really go that much deeper. When we free dive later, we'll be going at 2 metres, so it's pretty good for those guys. But using scuba tanks is a very, very effective way of catching scallops. Good luck, guys.
Thanks. Checking the air in our tanks today, making sure I've got 224 bar, which will be plenty of air for what we're doing today.
The boys conduct a test on all their gear, making sure everything is A-OK. Things like turning on the air.
Should be good to go.
It's time to get into the water. Well, the guys are in, as you can see. Now it's very important as a boater or a driver to make sure that you have visual with them all the time. You are responsible for their lives. And one of the things that we've got to do is we've got to put out our flag. They have their flag on the water, and keep an eye on any boats that are coming very quick. For some crazy reason, not a lot of people realise what a dive flag is. So if you do see a dive flag, make sure you observe the flag and stay well away from that vessel. Cool. The boys are not mucking about, getting their scallops straight away. There's a spider crab. Another scallop for the pot. Looks like Ashley is having a great time. Notice that rope he's towing? That's the dive flag. Currently, there is a bag limit of 100 scallops per diver per day. That's heaps. We had 5 divers on Savage Seas this day. We could have taken 500 scallops. We chose to take 200. That's a sand flathead. There are many different types of flathead that swim in these waters. Rick decides to go free diving to see if he can find the boys. He follows their bubbles to see if he can locate them on the sea floor. Keep in mind, this is 15 metres and Rick is using a snorkel and a mask. Rick finds Ashley and Scott on the sea floor. Looks like they're having a great time. Another scallop. Rick's out of air and we're out of time. We'll be back straight after the break.
Couple of good sized flathead down there. I'm wrecked now.
Awesome. Awesome. Good catch. Plenty of scallops. Perfect. Port Phillip Bay. Whew. Good fun.
Let's see what the boys have brought back. Hopefully they've brought us lots of scallops for dinner that Pete can cook us.
It feels heavy.
Oh, let's see, let's see.
You didn't get
a lot
any,
of pressure. There's a lot
you
of
didn't get any
pressure.
rocks though.
No, no rocks.
How much line is it?
There's 40 metres or
There's a
something.
lot.
There's a lot.
I think we're tied to Mount Martha Pier.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Open her up, Tricky.
Look at that.
Oh, plenty. Oh, plenty. All right, so this bag's for me. All right, you guys can have half of the other bag, I think.
There you go.
Doesn't get much better than
Well, that's
that.
a good one.
so-
That is a good one. Actually, fair give you a good one.
Good size.
Yeah.
Great. Good job, guys.
Well, here we are to the second stage of catching scallops in southern Port Phillip Bay, and we're going to free dive for them. Now, free diving, well, I started free diving when I was a kid, same as Rick, of course, and now Shae's into it as well. Now, tell us first about the scallop, a bit of a history about scallop fishing in Port Phillip Bay, Shae.
Yeah, well, commercial scallop fishing started in 1963 in Port Phillip Bay, but it ended in 1969 due to overfishing. It then resumed and continued on,
Yep.
and ended in 1997 due to the dredging, which pretty much nearly wiped them all out.
And it was terrible when it dredged. I can tell you, it was like atomic bomb went off. Shocking stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Rick, now I believe that it's starting again. They're starting to get scallops, but they're getting them by hand.
Yes, diving for them by commercial methods, using several divers behind a boat. That's the method they're trialling at the moment. They started last year, and it's been taking off steadily at the moment, but they're still having a few little problems with the amount of divers in the water and how long they can stay down because of the depth that the scallops are at.
Okay,
So,
interesting.
but it's a new industry.
Similar to the pearl diving, isn't
Yes,
it? The way they do that?
very similar to the pearl diving.
Right,
They
there you go.
trawl them along with 4 to 6 divers behind the boat, and they'll just collect scallops that way. But the depth is the hard part about it.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting
just
stuff.
a little bit deep.
All right, well, we've got a few there for a feed for Pete later on, but we just want to top up a little bit.
Well, let's see if we can get a small handful for dinner to
Yeah,
do a
in
free
these
dive.
shallow waters, along the Port Phillip Bay in the southern end here, between Sorrento, Rye, Portsea, etc., you'll get yourself a feed. You won't get the same amount as you do with scuba, of course, but you'll certainly get a feed. All right, Tommy got in the water, buddy.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. There are many types of wetsuits. Shae Holmes uses Rob Allen wetsuits. There are 3mm, 5mm and 7mm. The 5mm is fine around March when the water temperature is 23 degrees. However, in winter, in June when it gets down to 9, you'll need to go to a thicker wetsuits. Keep in mind, the thicker the wetsuit, the more weight on your weight belt to get you down. Safety first. The scallops are not hard to find. You'll find them particularly around Rye, Sorrento, even Dramana. They're in broken ground, as you can see, and it just takes a little practice to get to know how to catch them. There are also 3 types of fins. There is a hard for deep water, there is a medium for pretty much everything, or as Shae has, a soft for shallow water diving. Also your mask. You can get scripted masks these days. I've been using them for years and they work a treat. Shae's having a great time. As you can see, the shallow waters on the Mornington Peninsula are a fantastic snorkeling spot. Now don't go away, we'll be right back after the break.
Hi, Bill Milonis from Navico Australia with another quick tip. On the sounder, a lot of people ask me how to determine a hard and a soft bottom. So on the screen itself, we've got the red section, so we've got the bottom itself that shows up, and then underneath that you've got the red section. Now the thicker that red section, the harder the bottom, the thinner the red, the softer the bottom, and it's as simple as that. This is another quick tip by Bill Milonis and Navico Australia. For more information, visit the Simrad Yachting website. Thank you.
Well, we've seen how we catch scallops. Now there's only one more thing to do for the day, and that's to see how we cook them. Of course, there's only one bloke that we can trust with our fantastic scallops, and that's the man himself, Peter. How are you, mate?
Hey Charlie, how you going, man?
I'll leave you to it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and welcome. Well, I'm Peter Hilcke from the Australian Seafood Show, and I tell you what, you're in for an absolute cracker of an afternoon. You know, there is nothing better than when you get to buy local produce, or as these guys have done, they've actually gone out and caught it themselves. I want you to come down here and have a look at these. Now, I'm going to cook these little bad boys here, beautiful Port Phillip Bay scallops, caught this morning. Charlie, what time were these caught?
10 o'clock.
There you go, 10 a.m. The time now, I've got no idea, but it's only been a couple of hours. They brought them in, they're fresh. These little bad boys, and they're still biting. Look at that. Neat grab told. Here we go, look at this, look at this. And they close on the finger. That is freshness, guys. Great earpiece. All right. Okay, the first dish I'm going to do today is we're going to use some beautiful raw scallops, and I'm going to do a classic traditional South American dish called ceviche. Now, sometimes when you go and do some of these dishes, the great thing about it, do you have everything? No, don't worry. Do the basics. We've got onion. So all I've just done here in this bowl, if you come in, I've just got some raw Spanish onion here and some coriander. Coriander goes really beautiful with ceviche. I'm just going to cut these bad boys up, maybe into halves because they are quite small. Right, put them in with my onion, my coriander. We'll also put tomato in there as well. The salt and also the lemon juice is going to cook the scallops. That's the great thing with this dish. So here goes, guys. First thing is we're going to start and put this in. This takes a little while, right? So we need to really let it cook. So let's go. I'll tell you what, the great thing as well, and especially whenever you're cooking outdoors, make sure you've got a sharp knife. There is nothing worse than having a knife that is blunt. This is really razor sharp. It's cutting through these scallops, but then again, when they're this fresh, anything will go through them. All right, so just a couple more to go here. They are looking absolutely amazing. And the freshness. The great thing is, guys, I want to show you something. Look, see that? Oh, the saltiness of those scallops are, woo! Absolutely brilliant. All right. So I've got our scallops, the last one. Now everyone over there, they can't wait for it. All right, so straight in. Now normally, traditionally, when you put your lemon juice with your ceviche, it takes a good couple of hours. When they're this fresh, you know what? Give it half an hour, guys. That's all you need to do. So what we're going to do now, sprinkle the lemon juice over the top, and we're just going to mix that together. So while we let these start to cook in the acidity of the lemon juice, the onion, that's going to give it flavour. I've seasoned it really, really well. It's going to be divine. I'm going to get the pan up and going because we've got a couple other things. We've got lemon garlic scallops as well as a little bit of Spagnola, my version of Spanish scallops. This is going to be half shell. Keep watching, guys. Well guys, welcome back. Scott, Shae. Now, have you tried ceviche before?
Never.
Shae?
Only fish, like not
Only fish.
scallops, yeah.
Well, guess what? When it's this fresh, all I can say is yum, yum, yum. So all I'm going to do, guys, we're just going to put this in here, and this is how fresh it is, guys. Look at those beautiful colours, the coriander with the onion. It's just absolutely divine. Now, Shae, ladies first.
Ladies
Always
first.
got to be polite. Scott, guys, give that a go. Give me a bit of feedback. What do you think?
Right, try. There's a lot of flavours in there. That's delicious.
Beautiful. Scott.
That is good.
Oh, that's fantastic. Amazing.
Okay, well, there it is, guys. A beautiful Port Phillip Bay, ceviche scallops. What a place we live. What I'm actually going to do here, look, seeing this little bad boy, a lot of people may not know that's a sea urchin. Absolutely love it. And the best part of the sea urchin is the roe. It's simply amazing, simply amazing. Now, what I'm going to do here is we're going to take some of this roe and I'm going to put it over the top of these scallops. You know, when we talk about respecting what you take from the ocean and utilising everything you catch as well. And this is what it's all about. So, these flavours will be awesome. Now, I've got a couple of testers here. They're going to be brutally honest as well. That's the crazy thing about it. Guys, step in. Lemon garlic scallops.
I'm a bit biased, I really love them.
Don't hold back. It's fresh. Caught this morning, 10 a.m.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, mate. Nice kick of garlic too.
Thanks, guys. And you know, there is nothing better. Now, traditionally, how I'll do it, you get your little finger, you go like that, and just make sure he moves. Right, push him up a little bit, like that, and straight down. All right, we are done. Pat, please. Yum. That's bubbling up.